Premier Sports TV here. Full fight prediction for Badou Jack versus Adonis Stevenson. It's going to be a great fight. Adonis Stevenson weighed in at 173. He's nice and ready. You know what I'm saying? Two full pounds under the limit of 175. The WBC champion versus Badou Jack. So let's go over top level of competition, some relevant information. So starting with the champion, Adonis Stevenson, top competition that he's faced to this point is Andrews Farnfara. He fought him twice. First fight was very tough fight. You know, first time really going 12 rounds versus a guy who was ready. Tommy Karpency, Thomas Williams Jr., Sakio Bika, Tony Bellew, and Tavoris Cloud, and Chad Dawson. Also, Darnell Boone, underrated guy with a pretty ridiculous record, but tough fighter all in all. So let's go to Badou Jack. Actually, no, let's talk about his resume, Adonis Stevenson. So his resume is okay, not the greatest resume for a WBC champion. You know, a lot of guys I feel like are ranked in the top 15, but no top 5 guys. Hasn't unified the titles yet. He's been champion for 4 years. He's received a lot of backlash for not unifying against Sergey Kovalev. Lost a lot of money for not unifying with Sergey Kovalev, but this is neither here nor there. He's fighting Badou Jack now. So decent resume, not the greatest, but I can't knock him because he's knocking these guys out like he's supposed to. So let's go to Badou Jack the Ripper's resume up to this point. So we got Nathan Cleverly. Got rid of him. His first fight at 175. Got rid of him in 5 rounds. Great fight for him. Great coming out party for him. James DeGale, 12 hard rounds. I feel like he won the fight. His knockdown was a tough knockdown. Was a tougher knockdown for James DeGale. Put a beating on James DeGale in the later rounds. Overall, it was a great fight. James DeGale gave a good showing for himself, but I'm not mad at the draw because it was a close fight. Lucian Bute, George Groves, Anthony Durrell, and I guess we can say Rogelio Medina. I guess you could put him on there. But all in all, the top guys are Nathan Cleverly, James DeGale, Lucian Bute, George Groves, and Anthony Durrell. So, and Marco Antonio Paraban. He's a good fighter. So, all in all, I think that experience is going to get Badou Jack to win. Badou Jack has over 350 amateur fights. I believe that Adonis Stevenson has just over 40, which isn't bad because he started late, and so his power is crazy. So he's a young 40-year-old, and you know his power is still there. But Badou Jack, I feel like Badou Jack is gonna win the fight. Actually, unanimous decision, but on paper it's going to be a majority decision because it's in Adonis Stevenson's hometown. But I feel like, you know, once Badou Jack gets past the 5th and 6th round, I feel like Badou Jack is going to cruise to an easy win. He may get knocked down. He may get knocked down early, but he's been there before. He's done that. He's gotten up and fought after getting knocked down. So it's going to be a good fight, man. It's going to be a great fight. I got Badou Jack, unanimous decision overall, but on paper it's going to be a majority decision. I feel like he's going to dominate the last half of the fight. You know, Badou Jack is a tough customer. Badou Jack has a really good jab that he doesn't really utilize at times, that he veers away from, but I feel like he will for this fight because, you know, he's taller. He has the height advantage against Adonis Stevenson. You know, Badou Jack is 6'1". Adonis Stevenson is, I believe, he's 5'10", give or take, 5'11". So, you know, he's gonna have to utilize that jab to stay away from the left hand. You know, Mhm. I say, put that right hand in front of his face and use that jab all night. For the block, put your right hand in front of your face to block the left hand. Use it to block the hook. Come over and block the hook if you can, whenever you need to. But Adonis Stevenson really doesn't use a hook, so I would use my right hand in front of my face to block the left hand while you're throwing your jab and vary your jab. Badou Jack is an accomplished fighter. He knows all of this. Use every jab in the boxing book. Shit. So, it's gonna come down to at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to if Badou Jack can get past the 5th and 6th and 7th round, and he's going to cruise to an easy fight, I feel like. But it's going to be a really good fight. The fans are going to get their money's worth in the beginning. So it's a great fight for boxing, and the new WBC champion, Badou Jack the Ripper. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for listening. Appreciate you. Premier Sports TV here. 100.